Foam rollers are your friend. Foam rolling for me is something I have to start my day with. I've been running for over 40 years, so to keep running, I've got to keep my muscles loose. So my husband and I both wake up in the morning and get going, and right before we go out for our run or our walk, we get on the floor and do some foam rolling exercises. It gets blood flow to our muscles and just sort of wakes the body up. So my routine every morning is to sit on my foam roller, lean into one cheek at a time, and get my glute, my hip, and lower back, and then just roll probably 3 to 5 times each side. You'll probably feel a little click under your cheek, and that's good. You're just waking everything up. So 3 to 5 rolls each cheek. Some of my routine sometimes lasts 10 rolls, but I think for beginners, 3 to 5 times is perfect. So if you're a little bit tight, you will feel a clunk as you roll through your buttocks. It's a good clunk. Don't be afraid of it. You're just stretching everything out. The next exercise I like to do, and this is the order that I do it every day, is my calf. So I've been foam rolling a long time, but for my beginners, I sometimes will recommend to do both legs at once, or have one leg to the side as a guide leg. My hands must go near my bum so I can lift up. And then I will foam roll a fluid motion all the way to almost the back of my knee, but not quite. Now, for those that have foam rolled before, you'll get a little more of a dense and a little bit of a harder foam roll by using a crossover technique, lifting up and rolling all the way through almost to the back of the knee. And I say that a lot because it's important not to foam roll the back of your knee. You'll also notice I am going in one fluid direction. You don't foam roll every direction at once. It's one direction for 5 rolls, and then down and your other leg. And I stress the other leg because when you foam roll, you've got to do both sides of your body or you're uneven. Whew, that feels good. So after I finish my calves, I go to my ITs. IT is the top, the side of your knee, and then it connects up by your hip. IT stretching is probably one of the more painful stretching techniques of foam rolling, but one of the most important. So you are going to line up pretty much at a straight angle. Bottom arm is more of a sort of lean on your elbow. You have 2 options. You can use all your body weight on both legs, or you can use your upper leg as a guide leg. For new folks, I would probably recommend using the guide. If you've done it a long time, you're going to start right at your knee and you're going to roll fluidly to your hip. Do I sound like I'm grimacing? Again, this is one of the best exercises you can do before you exercise. You're just really waking everything up. Sometimes you will find that in the middle of your leg, you'll have a very painful spot when you do your IT. Don't just rest on that painful spot. A lot of people want to do that. Roll through it. So you're trying to break up that fascia. And you know, I told you before, you have to do both sides of your body. So we're going to do both sides of our body. Again, straight, your body's straight. And if this is awkward for people, you'll find that you're more in a Y shape. That's not good for you. So really focus on that straight line from your knee to your hip. It's good if there's no crunches. I like that. Something relatively new for me in foam rolling is actually foam rolling my quads. It's made a huge difference on my knee pain, and I cannot stress how important it is to do your quads. So when you're doing your quads, you more or less position your foam roller at the top of your knees, angle your knees toward the ceiling, and your arms are in a plank position. Don't just relax your back, but hold your core in. And then go ahead and just do a straight shot to the top of your thighs. So that's your quad stretch. Super important to also do your adductors. So in that case, spread your legs out a little, keep your heels together, and again, up toward the top of your thighs. The planked arm position really makes a difference. It can help a lot. And that way you're getting a second quad stretch. The last quad stretch is actually putting your knees together, feet out. I think this is that frog position. And you're gonna roll top of your knees to the top of your thighs.